Hey, what's going on there, Dice Rollers? Paul here, and I'll be your DM for a while. And today I want to talk to those of you that are dungeon masters that deal with anxiety, possibly like pre-game anxiety, running the game anxiety. Do I know enough anxiety? And I want to talk to you about an experience I just had at the Huntsville Comic Con. I was running two sessions at the Comic Con, a morning session, a Saturday morning session, and a Saturday night session. And so I go into the game room where they have all kind of the things set up and the sign up sheets and so forth. And I'm one who is I prep. I'm a big prep guy. I love to prep the game. I like to make sure I know the environment I'm going into. I like to know the size of the table. I like to know, how big the room is, all those things. That's to deal with my own anxiousness, my own anxieties. And so I go into the game room where the signups are happening. Of course, I'm looking at my sign up for the morning game, and I noticed that there's nobody there. Now, that does not surprise me, having been at other cons. I know that 10 a.m. is you got to really, really want to play at 10 a.m. You got to really want to play D&D or any role-playing game at 10 a.m. in the morning, okay? I understand that. The best way to get people at your 10 a.m. game is to run a game on Friday. And my whole reason for doing this Comic Con in the first place and running it at a con, which I have not done in a while, is simply to force myself to be in an environment where I have to learn something new. I have to meet new people. I have to deal with my own anxiety. So I am on purpose doing this because I need to face some of those things. I just need to, I need to get out of the house. I need to, be with people. And so I force myself into that situation. So I go ahead and I go in there. I look at nobody signed up. And then I have the whole day to wait to see whether or not anybody's going to sign up for my evening game because it's quick. I think those of us that deal with anxiety say, "Oh, nobody's going to sign up for my game," right? You look at that and go, "Well, nobody likes me. Nobody likes my game. Nobody likes what I chose," and that gets to play in your head. And as the day wore on, I'd go back to the room, check it, go back to the room and check it, and I said to myself, "I'm going to leave." I said, "I'm going to leave the Comic Con." I said, nobody's going to sign up for this game. I said, if by 5 o'clock nobody has signed up, I'm going home, which is fair. It's fair, right? I don't want to, I don't want, I live, an hour and a half away. And I said, listen, I'm going to go. So I go in there at the last minute and there are 3 people signed up of 5 slots, which is kind of my max, 5 slots. And 3 people are signed up. And I'm almost disheartened that I had to stay and play the game for my own, once again, my own stuff. I'm like, oh, somebody signed up. I'm not going to go home. So I go ahead. I get in there early. I try to get into the room an hour early to go ahead and set everything up. I like everything set up when I get in, as probably most DMs do. And I get in there, and these 3 guys come in, and they are so excited to play. They had never. I think they had maybe this is their only maybe D&D time. Maybe they played one other game earlier in the day or something like that, but maybe it wasn't even 5e, but it was a role-playing game. And these guys come in, and now the juices are flowing, right? Those are the juices. My juices are kicking in, right, from playing for so many years and running games and so forth. And I'm juiced. Now I'm like, okay, now I'm assessing the situation. These guys are fairly new, and it is a new experience for them. And I began to say, well, okay, so that my fears were alleviated because, first of all, these 3 guys showed up. In fact, let me just show you a quick picture here. Had I left the con, I would have missed a great opportunity to hang with these guys here. Okay, I would have missed an opportunity. These 2 guys did a tremendous job, and really their first time of what I would call expanded role playing, where they had a lot of agency to control where the adventure went. And we played for 3 hours. I said, hey, it's an hour and a half in. Do you guys want to take a break, go to the bathroom? They go, hour and a half? We've been playing for an hour and a half, but which, by the way, is a good sign that maybe things are going well. Because if nobody's checking their watch on the table or checking their phone, they're engaged with the story. And so, once again, that helped me a lot. But I share this for those of you that deal with anxiety, pre-game anxiety. Is anybody going to show up? Am I any good? All those things. My encouragement is this. I think of it this way. In football terms, you have to be like the wide receiver that goes across the middle, that the ball is coming, and you know you got to go get it, and you know you got to go up in the air, right? You got to go up in the air and go get it, and you know you're going to take a hit. You know you're going to get hit, but you know you got to get in there and you got to go up and grab that ball and come down with it. And I think that's the brave part of us that knows that we're going into a situation that we're not familiar with, that we're going to meet people we don't know. But what now motivates me is stories like this, things that because I committed to it and because I said, listen, I signed up for this. I said I was going to run 2 games, and I'm going to run 2 games. I even thought about telling the guy that somebody, which was true, somebody I knew recently had died, and I had to go home. I was like thinking of all the excuses I could think of to get out of this. But now my motivation is, how can I get more experiences like this that I might be missing out on tremendous experiences like this, which was a great. And I had one the other night too on Roll20, where I ran a game. I think I ran Frozen uh, from the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, and once again, it was an hour before and nobody was signed up. Once again, I could have canceled that and was going to cancel it. But then again, I missed a great opportunity for people to come in and play a game, people that were new, people that wanted to experience this, and somebody like myself who is patient, who is trying to help people, do this. And in doing so, I help myself. So that is my encouragement to you, that if you are a dungeon master that deals with anxiety and things of that nature, think about the people that you're going to be serving. Think about the game you're going to be running, not the mechanics, not even the story, but the people that are going to come in that are going to experience your game. And some of you are experienced, some of you are not so experienced. That's okay. The dopamine rush afterward is going to be satisfactory enough, because if you've done your homework, you've read you've read all the material, you're fairly committed to the mechanics and so forth. You know things, but and if you do those things, then it's all going to happen. You're going to go do it, but you got to go run and get up and get that ball. And you got to say, listen, I'm going to run this game, and I'm going to help these people that are coming in that are brand new to the game. Some maybe have played before, but I was fortunate that I enjoy playing with people that have never played before and helping them enjoy the hobby. So, but that's my story. I would love to hear about you. What are your stories of maybe dealing with your own pre-game anxiety, or running games online, or dealing with the fact that maybe you don't think you're a good enough DM, and so you don't try hard, or you don't put yourself out there enough, But I'd love to hear from you. Leave me some comments down below. If you're new here to the channel, thank you for being a part. Be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button and the thumbs up button. That tells me you like the video and want more of them. And until next time, guys, you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.